Hello. Happy Friday. Welcome. Today we're going to turn my friend Eddy into a fairy. So that's what's happening. And you're welcome to join me and draw along with me. Turn the info back on my camera. All right. There we go. Now you can see the whole picture. Hey, Clara! Thank you for joining! Yay! I'm excited too. I've never done this before. This is the first time I'm drawing a fairy. So, should be fun. Let me see how I can put my reference photo so that I can see the chat and the photo at the same time. Just a tippy tappy. So, how are you doing today? What you doing today, Clara? Where is my photo? Oh, here it is. All right, I can do it. I can do it. So I have my pencil here. And just gonna start by slightly sketching the figure, slightly sketching his torso. By the way, the reference photo is is in the description, so you can check that out. I'm really lightly sketching this, sketching his arms. And he's got the way he's holding his hands, it's really adorable. He's got a heart. He's making a heart with his hands, which I think it's really cute. All right. Now we have his head here. I'm gonna use the Loomis method to draw the head with a circle, the sphere, and cutting that wedge. He's slightly looking down, just slightly. So halfway it would be the eyebrow. Good morning, Clara. And then over here his nose, and then we have his chin right here at his hands. Oh, let me get some music on. That would be fun for me too. Okay. Getting that symmetry line here. zoom in a little bit. No, not yet. Let me not jump into details quite yet. These will be the eyes right here. His eyebrows. And his nostrils. And then his mouth will be right here at the bottom of the circle. His hair. I'm really working on not jumping ahead of myself here. Put too many details before I establish a good proportions. I know, I'm just learning faces actually. I'm not a face expert, but I definitely want to learn how to draw and paint faces much better than I am. So I gotta suck it up and go through the ugly faces, you know what I mean? For the faces where it doesn't look good. Yeah. Gotta be bad before you can be good, right? So it's alright. Nobody was born learned. Alright, I just don't want to jump ahead of myself here, because I feel like I'm already doing it on a little to the side. So let me see his hands. It's really interesting, the perspective. His arms look very long, like the foreshortening is really evident in here. I definitely made his shoulders too big. Practice, yeah, for faces. Yes, I agree. And And it's difficult, you know, because you put so much time into them and so much energy, and then they sometimes, a lot of time goes, but you know, it's not wasted time because you're learning. It's just getting over the idea of wasted time, or okay, this arm is kind of let's fix that over there. Gonna be a really buff fairy. Exactly, no time is wasted. It's only used for learning and for improving. Me too. I am really curious to see how I'm gonna fairy him up. Making him look like an actual person is gonna be the challenge, and then I think adding all the fun details is gonna be just the cherry on top. Well, let's make him look like a humanoid creature first. Alright, his neck is coming this way, his chin a little this way, trying to do those proportions right. Part of his own left arm is a little, it's not showing, but we can work with what we have, I think. My nose, his nose? Huh, okay. Thank you. At least one feature, right? Yeah, I do want to make more faces. I feel like faces are something that everybody can relate to, and it's the carrier of emotion, and it's something that everybody can relate. All right, let's see. I like his hands. Don't make a heart anymore in my picture. Yeah. I've been wanting to do an emotions series or something like that. I know you love drawing faces, and your faces are so beautiful. They're always so full of emotion, actually. I look at them, I'm like, oh, totally feel it. Lineal faction. I don't know what that is. At the coffee shop. I should go to the coffee shop and feel like maybe it'll be something to take me out of the home rut. You know what? I actually wanted to give him not a shirt. I wanted to give him a top, like a maybe he can show his muscles here a little bit. He's a buff fairy, yeah, that's it. Hey, Patty! Hi, how are ya? Oh, so good to see you live here. Thank you for all the support. I'm really happy you're enjoying it here. Let's erase the excess. How are you doing on this Friday? Is it morning over where you are? We're here, it's 11:17 in the morning. All right, so before I go into the head and do all of that stuff, I want to do his wings. I think, you know, like he's a fairy. That's his most his hallmark feature would be his wings, right? Give him some nice big wings. I'm just trying the shape a little bit because I'm gonna do. I was thinking to give him some dragonfly wings, but then I'm like, you know what, we can give him some more ornate wings. We can do some little swirls. And go a little more untraditional. Georgia. Cool. That's nice of you guys. You both live in Georgia. Same time zone. How's the weather over there? Over here in Pennsylvania, we had a tornado yesterday. It was so freaking scary. I don't know. It's like tornado season lately. It's been pretty scary. I don't know where they're coming from. I didn't know this was a tornado area, but it looks like it. Okay. I feel like I've missed something here. There we go. Oops. Fancy wings. I'm not very good at symmetry. Alright, maybe... Let's make in some patterns in there. Hot and humid. Yep, it's hot and humid here too. It's not as hot as it was in the past couple of weeks, but it's still very humid. It rained a lot yesterday. But thankfully, the tornado didn't hit exactly where I am, but it did hit very close. I mean, our region was on the map, but we managed to escape its trajectory. Alright, let's work a little bit on his face now. Usually I keep the hardest thing for last, but let's do his face. I'm just gonna erase these lines, reference lines, and see. Maybe I should start blocking in the light and the shadow before I go in. How do you approach your drawings, Clara? Your faces? Thank you, Patty. To his ear. is got a fairy ear. It's a bit long. It changes every time. Yeah. I should probably practice by myself more before I do these live streams. But you're definitely a motivation to practice. Blocking in the general outline, yeah. We're also gonna give him some fancier head hair. He mentioned he wanted a tiara. But he should be here to say. Then I'll use a soft or light colored pencil to map out the eyebrow, nose and mouth, and then go over it again with a sharper pencil. Yeah, working in layers. Always the layers. Okay, his eyes a little closer to the middle here. Still want to keep them on the same level. I find that sometimes I make things lopsided when I change something, and then I just lose the symmetry. Peter Pan, hi Yuri. Yuri, this is actually Queldar 27. You can see his photo in the description. He wanted me to turn him into a fairy princess. Do you remember the conversation yesterday on Lewis's channel? He wanted me to turn him into a princess. Oh, fairy princess. So yeah. Where is he? Oh, hi Eddie! Finally, jeez. I didn't see your message. No. You know, I don't get Instagram messages. Was it important? I hope it wasn't important, but now I have the feeling like maybe it was. I don't get Instagram messages. I used to get them, and then I joined this group, and they just sent incessant messages nonstop. So I just turned off all my Instagram notifications because I couldn't cope with with the amount of messages they used to send, you know. So. Okay, I am doing that right now. Oh my gosh, okay. Talk to you soon, Eddy. I am sorry. And I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. I'm still doing this today though, so you can watch it when you feel better. Take care, Eddie. Talk to you soon. Alright, coming down here. Patty Quelder is his name is Eddy. This is the guy that I'm drawing right now. But things can change just like that. Things can happen, so I'll probably be joining us some other time. Okay, let's do. I feel like his nose is a little too small. Short. I'm gonna lengthen his nose a little bit. Static noise from the mic. Thank you for letting me know. Let me see what I can do about that. Huh. Okay, hopefully that changed it. I have this diffuser here that might have been the problem. Hopefully that's what it was. Thank you, Yuri. I really appreciate that. Okay. No, I don't like that. All right. Patty, do you draw and do art as well? Or do you just enjoy watching it? One of my challenges is drawing small. It's a little difficult. Your mom painted. That's nice. What does she use to paint? I like his hairline is too close to his eye here. Maybe. Okay. Doing these hand creases, it's really helps to give that hand feel. Well, hands are a little bit difficult, but it can be done. A tiger, ooh. Flowers and forest scenes. Oh, I love forest scenes. I'm not a pro in flowers, but I do want to do more flowers as well. I love flowers. Who doesn't love flowers? Cool. Let's do this finger here. I love these kneaded erasers because you can get them in really tight places. Making a knuckle there. I love forests. I think I'm gonna be... I hold these acrylic pouring workshops. Today I have one actually tonight, and I was thinking for a while now to do acrylic painting workshops too. And I was thinking the first one would be a forest scene. But I wanna practice. wanna practice exactly the painting that I'm gonna show, you know, and advertise it and stuff. So might be doing a forest scene soon in acrylics. I love deltoids on another note. As you can see, I'm just drawing all over the place. Wherever I see, I'm not really committing myself to any particular portion. Can we even put a tiara on top of this? Maybe. He requested it. I think he'll appreciate it whenever he'll look at the picture. I'm thinking whether I'm going to add some color to this, but probably not because it's a sketch. Do you ever, Clara, do you ever combine a sketch with ink or watercolor? And how's it working for you if you do that? So as you see, I just created this tiara. Reference lines are very helpful to get everything in the right, you know, so that they have the same parallel lines as the head does. Okay, coffee time. Okay, so I guess I'm going to erase this. we're gonna have some encrusted diamonds in here. Maybe not diamonds, but how about some, maybe we have some gemstones. Colorful gemstones. Who knows? Maybe we will add some ink to this. Why not? Oh, thank you, Patty. I'm really happy you like it. Coming along. It's coming along. Not too bad. So weird. Every time I think not too bad, I keep, you know, do you ever have these expressions that just pop into your mind, either from movies or shows or anybody, you know, like books, whatever. Every time I say not too bad, I remember not too shabby for Rachel. From Friends. I don't know. It just goes to show how deeply ingrained these shows are, that they're really ingrained in our memory and our minds. I have watched that show many times, and I could watch it all day long, honestly. It's just got a feeling of familiarity and warmth, you know, like safety, like a safe zone. Some of these shows, when I used to watch shows with my daughter, it was Sesame Street. I would always feel so safe watching Sesame Street with her. Weird, but all right, let's see. I'm gonna add some muscle definitions in here. Yeah, Friends are the best. It's just a timeless show. We're gonna use our imagination to think of where the light and shadow is over here. Never watched it. Never watched that episode with Rachel. Oh, Friends. You never watched Friends. Oh. You've been missing, Patty. I gotta say. I mean, Friends is like a staple. Friends is, you know, a really good show. But it's okay. Maybe you did something more useful with your time, which is very possible. A very muscly fairy. It's nice. I think they're still streaming. They're still streaming, Friends. I think the hands need a little bit of shading here. You ever wish you can just tap to undo something? I didn't do a lot of digital art in my life, but I did enough to appreciate the power of double tap. When you make a mistake, you can just double tap it away. I think it's too much over here. I have to look to see how it looks on the... Okay, it looks pretty cute actually. I can add some more shading. These muscles. And we can do the wings. Maybe his crop top is really short. Got a short crop top. And a tutu. No, because I can't actually see his belly button. I have to imagine it. I imagine it is around, hang on. Belly button is just around where the elbow, yeah, just underneath the elbow. So it should be around here somewhere, yeah. Got a little tutu skirt. I hope you're enjoying the music. I am really enjoying the music. I'm loving this lo-fi relaxing beats from Epidemic Sound. Glad you're enjoying the music too. Could listen to this all day. What would you like to see next, Patty? What is your favorite medium? What do you like to watch art-wise? You're welcome to ask some requests. I'm always up for doing something that you want to see. Let's do these pretty wings now. So now I'm just making these patterns in here, and then I'm gonna connect them. I think I will do the wings in ink. No. An ice dragon, awesome. Thank you, Clara. He is very charming. Part of it is my skill, but can't take full credit for his face, so part of it is his innate handsomeness. I'll totally do an ice dragon, Patty. It's been a while. Any particular medium? Would you rather see an acrylic painting or a watercolor or ink, drawing, sorta? Do you have a preference? I don't know about these wings. I'm just what do you call it? Improvising right now. Let's see how it. We're gonna keep going with it and see where it goes. I'm gonna do an ice dragon. It is decided. I have done an ice dragon in the past, but and I really love the painting that I have of him. But I have been thinking of doing another one because I don't have a video of it, so. I do love dragons. All right, let's see. Okay. I will definitely let my imagination flow. Okay. Let's just add a little bit of shading to his shirt here. I'm thinking I really want to add some color to him, but I don't know how to I don't know if I've ever combined graphite with color, and what color would I use? I do have these Holbein pencils that I could use. Maybe that would be cool to do something to do with what do you call it? Pastel colors. Let me fix his tiara here. I am excited as well. Okay, so yesterday I used my Micron pen and then the Holbein pencil, and I use this melts that blends the colors, and it totally picked up the Micron. Maybe it wasn't dry enough. Pastel colors would be rad. Okay, maybe, you know what? I'll do the pastels first. for the wings, let's just try with start with the wings and then see where it goes. And then I'll add some pen if it dries in time. Okay. Pink. His shirt will be pink, right? Totally pink. I don't know how this is gonna work with graphite, but we're gonna find out. Maybe some of the graphite will come up with the water. I don't know. But I do want to give his wings this iridescent kind of feel. Let's see if we can get that bright neon colors. I don't have any pencils that are bright neon. I have paints, and maybe we can do a paint version another time. Let's do his tutu in purple. Pink and purple? Glittery paints, metallic paints. I have metallic paints, but not really glittery. Or do I? Hang on, let me check. I thought I had. I have what do you call it? Iridescent paints. That would be cool. Yeah, let's try some iridescent. We can use the paints as watercolor paints. Oh yeah, I have this. Arteza, what do you think about iridescent, Clara? Have some glowing peach. Yeah, let's try some of that, because I don't have glittery paints. Green, white, and blue. But I did have this Hudson Bay blue, which is metallic. Purple, blue, pink, green. That make a nice palette. With white. Hang on, how would you go? Yeah, let's do some iridescent. Let's do that instead of the colors. But let's just finish this tutu first, and its shirt, and then do you use acrylic paints? Let me see if I can get the paints in the shot. Okay. Start with some green. And some blue. The blue is very purpley blue. And then some, oops, electric plum purple and pink. This pink has a very yellow sheen. It's really cool. And then the white, which is actually called playful pink because it has a pink sheen to it. It's pretty cool. See if I can get it in the shot. Okay, here we go. So let me just do his shirt and skirt real quick, and then I can start on the wings. I'm getting this melts solution. Acrylic wash. I haven't used that much for acrylic paints. Raw canvas. Huh. Raw canvas, like not primed? Is that what you mean? You used to use acrylic paints? I have not used gouache much. I just have one little tub of white gouache for whenever I do something watercolor and I need to add some white highlight. That's the only time that I ever use gouache, but it feels very much like acrylic paint. It's like a combination of acrylic paint and watercolor paint and a primer. No, not primer, a gesso. It's very gesso-like to me. Because it's chalky, right? Did you go to art school, Clara? Or did you just do that for fun? Well, you were supposed to be learning. You water down, use it on unprimed canvas. A watercolor effect. Oh, that's cool. Never done that. I do have a big... My next mural project that I am doing for myself, well, partly for myself, is I want to paint on this big canvas. I want to start doing portable murals. So instead of buying an actual mural, canvas from Blix, I want to try and see how it would be if I painted on a drop cloth, because they're pretty heavyweight, and I have this huge 11 by 8 feet drop cloth that is unprimed. I got a whole gallon of white gesso and 32 ounces of black gesso, and I wanna paint that. But interesting to do it on unprimed. I don't know how that would be. Maybe I'll try it on a smaller one and see how that feels. Well, this definitely doesn't have the airy feeling like I thought it would. Trying to get a little more transparency in there. Maybe it just needs more layers, I think. It's what it is. Oh, you have a marketing degree. That's awesome. That is really good. Especially if you know, want to be an artist and market yourself. A very useful skill to have. Alright, so let's get some of this white. And I have some actual water here, as opposed to melts. And so I'm watering down the acrylic paint just like it would be watercolor paint. I don't think I've ever done this, so it'll be interesting. Can't see anything. It's okay when you look to the side and you can totally see the shimmering. Might only work on cotton canvas. Yeah, that's what I have. Got a cotton tarp. Okay, and now I'm gonna start putting in some of this pink. I really gotta start reading my Instagram messages more often. I'm going and checking them. I always forget. I should be more active on Instagram. Just I'm not as active as I want to be. It's hard to keep up with all the social medias and stuff. Okay, let me get some of the purple. Water it down a little bit more. I don't know if it's really gonna shine. It doesn't seem to be shining much, like shimmer from the side. It's just colorful. I think it absorbed into the paper. It needs to be on a shiny surface, maybe. We'll see. Let's get some of this purple. But I'm slowly learning the difference between watercolors and inks. I haven't worked with the alcohol inks yet, but I'm pretty sure, and I'm positive that if I keep sticking with the subscription boxes, I'll eventually get some alcohol inks. But I know the difference between watercolor inks and acrylic inks now. acrylic inks are definitely more, they're like a combination between watercolors and acrylic paints, in that when they're dry, they're not movable. They're waterproof, so you can't pick them up. Watercolors, on the other hand, you can still manipulate them, which can be useful. So I suppose there's a time and a place for everything. All right, let's get some of this blue. Also, if the acrylic inks dry on your palette, you know, you cannot revive them with water like you would watercolors. So you gotta work fast, just like with acrylic paints. If you want that transparency effect, you know. Otherwise, if you're just making layers, then it doesn't matter, because with acrylics you can make as many layers as you want. Thank you, Clara. I'm a sucker for gradients and rainbows. That's something that I really like to do. I love iridescence too. It's just so magical. And oh, I had a yellow here. Is this? I don't know. This is actually iridescent. Oh, yes, it is. A little bit of yellow in the wing over there. There. Maybe we can start with a little bit of yellow, since the white really doesn't show. Oh, actually, yeah. When you look to the side, it does show. But it's kind of transparent. I want a little bit of color there. Just a teeny tiny bit. There. There, just a tad of color. It looks pretty nice. Should we mirror it on the other side, or should... Yeah, let's kind of mirror it. Otherwise it could look weird. Would it look weird if we do a little less mirrory? We can start with a pinkish here. Don't have to do it exactly the same. Besides, we don't have any orange. And do a little bit of orange here. Pastel. I have not. I did not go to school for art. I did want to, um, and I did not take any classes. But I did borrow books from the library, and I did watch YouTube videos, if that counts. Not per se. I just joined Skillshare. I bought a whole year membership, and I want to learn more, watercolor techniques and some other things that I'm interested in, for like life skills. And yeah, I'm really excited to learn more stuff. But so far, it's weird. I used to say that I'm a self-taught artist, but when I think about it, we're not necessarily self-taught, because, I mean, I'm not necessarily self-taught at all. The people that say, unless that person is like Da Vinci, just learning from observation only. Otherwise, they're, in this day and age, all this information and knowledge is at our fingertips or at the click of a button. You just want to learn how to do something, you just go and somebody will teach you or somebody will show you. So it's not necessarily self-taught, but you also don't have the structure that a teacher, that a school would give you, to learn everything in order. So in that respect, it's a little more difficult because I'm learning things backwards a lot of the times, so it's a struggle, but it's okay. It could be worse, Can always be worse. So it's okay. Just have to not regret that we didn't do this or that, or not regret that, we are where we are, and it's a great springboard for whatever we want to learn. So never regret anything. That's never regret where you are, because otherwise you cannot go forward. So we all learn and get inspiration from everything, for sure. There are plenty of excellent resources, yes. Yeah, we really live in the in the era of knowledge, and yet it's really difficult to discern what knowledge is the good kind of knowledge, right? When there's so much out there, so much information. It's difficult to know who is really not necessarily the expert, but who is, I don't know, who's the right one for you, I suppose. So this is a little bit different. This wing is a little different than the other one, and it's fine. I wanted it to be a little bit different, but let's put a little tiny bit more blue in there. I feel like we can use a little more blue. Oh, thank you, Patty. Whenever somebody says something about talent, I always want to interject and say, it's I don't know if there's something like talent per se. There is an inclination that people have toward a certain thing, and there's definitely like when you want to do something and you spend a lot of time cultivating that. And with the hours spent, comes skill, not necessarily talent, but I have the talent of growing muscles. Jeans, I suppose. So, I don't know what to do with... I have this gold ink that I might be using for his crown. How about that? Dedication to the craft, yes. This is a pretty cool ink. I have not used it a lot because I didn't know how to use it when I bought it. I didn't actually know what to do with it. So I kind of wasted it, you know. But now maybe I know what to do with it. I'm gonna do his crown with that. You gotta be committed, you know. You gotta, I think the biggest thing in life, and here it comes, you know. The biggest thing in life, I think, is knowing what you want. And if you know what you want, then you can do it. And the problem, I think, with people's mentality is that they don't know what they want. And if you don't spend the time to figure out what it is that you really want, then maybe you do know deep inside what you want, but maybe people have told you over the years that you can't get it, or, you know, and it's a really struggle to know yourself and to really be honest and to say, I really want this thing and there's nobody that can stop me from getting this thing. And then that's the only thing that you have in mind inside. So yeah, there's definitely a lot. I know for me that for a long time I wouldn't even recognize to myself a lot of things that I want, because like the first thought would be that I can't get it. But you gotta know that you want the thing, you know. If you want the thing and you keep it in your vision and keep working towards it, then there's no other way than victory. So hooray for knowing what you want and not being afraid to pursue it. A calligraphy or a drip pen? I do have a calligraphy pen, but I have not used them a lot. A drip pen? You mean, you don't mean the water brushes, right? Hang on, let me see. I do have some calligraphy stuff. Do you mean something like this? With... I don't know where the stuff is. I think they're all attached to actual pens. I'll look into it. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is clarity. Get clarity and then get everything. I really want to give his skin some color too. Just thinking about that. But let's add some his gemstones inside here. He's got... Oh, it's bleeding! Maybe we'll wait until the crown is all dry. Without the ink. You dip the pen into the ink. Oh, okay. Yes. I also have glass pens somewhere. You know those glass ink pens? Eddy suggested that I watch or that I look at the channel Peter Draws. He's got some really Making bluish. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll make it bluish. Should I also use the paints to make him iridescent, or should I use some of this melts pencil? What should I use? Votes, please. Is this still wet? No, this is already dry, so I'm just gonna erase some of the excess. Oh, I also have this Sodalite Daniel Smith for maybe for the darker parts. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I also have this blue from that is. I'll use that. So this is gonna be a combination of watercolor and acrylics. It's a great suggestion, Clara. I have not thought of that. So you got your sketch box, huh? I have not... Palettefull hasn't even shipped my Palettefull Packs box. I'm very surprised. They usually ship it by now. On occasions I've already gotten it by now, but not this time. Very, very odd. I'm wondering what is happening. I was supposed to get my video out. Also, I know. You like working with paint. I also like working with paint. But, you know, when you find something new, like watercolors now are a novelty for me, so I'm really enjoying the watercolor craze. Oh, that's so dark. I'm really enjoying how well you can blend the watercolors on the paper, even after they are, like, there's no rush, really. So easy. You don't have, it's not a race against time, like with acrylics. You shouldn't have made a video saying they were always shipping on time. You're right. Joke's on me. The joke is on me. But you know, I figure I'll just... Yeah. My loyalty always bites me in the butt. Shouldn't be so damn loyal to everybody. Should just be like, we'll see how it goes. It's definitely very shimmery. I noticed the other day, it was so weird. I was working on some sort of illustration, and I noticed the first time, because I was working on symmetry, and the first time on one side I did the shading first, and then when I moved on to the second side, I did the light part first, the colorful part, and I thought, that's weird, that's interesting, I wonder why I did that. And now I find myself almost doing the same thing. Sometimes I get tired of doing the same thing and change it up. You can do shading first, and you can do highlights first too. There's no hard rule. But I guess one should have consistency in their technique. And sometimes I'm really tempted to go back to Sketchbox. Oh, maybe I should go back to Sketchbox just for 1 month. Or Scrawler Box. I've actually been so tempted. And they keep sending me emails saying, hey, subscribe to our 3-month plan. You save a couple of dollars and you get 3 months of Scrawler Box. I'm like, I really want to do it. The community seems so much fun because I'm on their Facebook, in their Facebook group, and I keep seeing their posts are taunting me. Maybe I should just leave the group. It's too tempting. Hey, Lewis. Hello. Where have you been? Been waiting for you all day. His true form. It is his true form, right? Thankfully, Clara's here to guide me too. She's like, you should make him blue. Should make him blue. How are you doing, Lewis? What are you up to today? It is really tempting. Had to help parents. I understand. Oh my goodness, what just happened here? Sometimes just splash all over the place. That's alright. You're a good son, Lewis. We understand. Do the blue first this time. Editing a video and continuing the street painting. Cool. You're editing a video and painting at the same time? My gosh. Yesterday I was, because now I have to say it, but I was working on this video and I was filming, and when I was all done, when I put the card in the computer to transfer the files, and there was no freaking sound. There was no freaking sound. Oh my gosh. And I put the card back in the camera to see what happened. And 2 videos. Nice. And somehow the camera was turned, the sound recording was turned off. I don't know how that happened. That was... Do you know how many hours I spent procrastinating doing that video? It's grueling. Now I have to do it again. Oh. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe it really sucked. Maybe I didn't do my best. Maybe I should do it again anyway. So, yeah, that happens. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, we'll survive. Yeah, I'm sure it's happened to other people to film and to realize that their microphone wasn't turned on. It's happened to me a couple times. This time I turned on my microphone, but alas, the forces of the universe were like, your video is gonna suck. We're just gonna turn off the camera's sound so that I can't do a voiceover, Patty. It was a lot of talking, and I was doing, you know, I changed outfits. I was doing this cloning thing where I was 2 of me and they were having a conversation, and there were a lot of production value. I have here, I think, 10 or more honey jars. I'm doing this poo video that it's gonna be late again this month, so that is actually the first thing my husband asked. Can you do a voiceover? I'm like, no, I can't. Yeah, could turn it into a joke. I have not deleted the files yet. Maybe I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do it again because I feel like maybe I could have done better. But I'll see if I can turn it into a joke. I mean, the whole thing is gonna be a joke, but yes. If I give you the footage, you'll do some funny stuff for... Oh, really? Okay. I'll give it to you. But Louis, I need to have this video this weekend. And I can give you the script too. Really hope I'm not messing this up. Let me look at his face again.
I'm gonna record some ambience and put it in this track.
Awesome. Okay. Do you think you can do it this weekend, Louis? Because I need this video. I'm always late for these collabs. But awesome. I'll give it to you. I was gonna scramble and be stressed, but who needs that? Just give it to you. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me try and soften this a little bit. And bring back the highlight, this is the lightest part. And also here. Also here. I needed, yeah, Sunday. She's wise beyond her years. All right, I'll trim it so that you don't have to deal with unnecessary dead footage, which there is some dead footage in there. Okay, I need to edit the video footage together. No, I'll edit it without the sound. Okay, I'll do the whole cloning me and everything so that you just do the sound. How's that? all right, okay. Part of me, we'll just go with it. We'll just go with it and see what happens. It's gonna be hilarious though. All right, let me take a look at the video. Oh, what does it need? It needs a dark in the eyes. That's what it needs. All right, let us use. I'm just gonna use a pen for the eye because it's too. What did I just do? Hang on, I just what was it, Patreon? I just closed out of my reference photo. Alright, just bear with me. The process needs to trust you. I will trust the process, and I will trust Lewis. I know he's got the wisdom. I think the video is gonna be great as well. I mean, definitely something special. Alright, let's darken up a little bit. Eyebrow over here. A flower in his hair. Alright, I'll put a flower in his hair. Oh my gosh, his eyes are very dark. Darker than I had intended. Maybe I just add some blue to that. I'm making him too masculine. Alright, critic. Mr. Critic. Okay. I'm listening. Okay, so where would that flower go? Over here? Right over there? His face is very dark. That is correct, Clara. It takes masculinity to have the confidence to wear this kind of stuff. He did say he wanted to be a fairy princess, so just make space for his flower. It's gonna be big, right? It's gonna be like, woo! Oh, he's got a shaped spot over there for his flower. What's that? A red flower? Or pink? What color flower? Quickly. Okay, that with the eyes is definitely better than it was before. Okay, what color flower shall we use, friends? Purple? Yellow? Red? Where is he? He popped in real quick to ask me to take a look at my Instagram. Obviously pink. Okay. He can't attend because of some things that happened at work, and he's a bit shaken. So, yeah. But he did come on to say that he can't. I'm just gonna use this pink acrylic paint. All right, pink it is. This is probably gonna mix with a blue a little bit. Oh, it's gonna cover his ear. Shaken? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was in the mood to hang out with people. Something bad happened at his work, so he wasn't in the mood. I understand. I don't like that it covered his ear. Maybe it's behind his ear. How's that? I'm gonna make it a little higher then. There we go. At an angle like that. Towards the outside like that. Okay. I'll draw it out first. Something like this. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Lewis? Okay. Okay. 30 degrees. What is this, math class? We are not achieving opacity with this paint. Let's get some of the white too. The white iridescent pink, so. You know elves, unfortunately. So I think we're gonna have to wait until it dries for me to add some those pistols and stuff like that. You had bad experience with elves, Lewis? Alright. Let's add some gemstones in this tiara here. Why do you know elves? You've drawn elves? I mean, painted elves? Or do you know them personally? Try to type part of my brain behind my back. Okay. Is that a figure of speech? For something? Is that a code for something? I don't understand. Okay, now he's got some bejeweled stuff in there. Got some jewels in his... Ah, I see. Video games. Oh, don't be ashamed. I'm sure they brought you where you are today. You wouldn't be the same person without them. Okay. What else should we do? I feel like it needs more, I don't know. Something else? Should we something else? Or should we call this done? Because I think that we can... One's gonna do something with the wings, right? Less wise. Have my brain behind my back means I will be less intelligent and mathematical. A background. How did I know you were gonna say that, Clara? I knew you were gonna say that. Gonna do... Okay, we can do a background. We can do a background. Let me... put some lines. Oh, somebody's calling me. I can leave a message. I'm just gonna add a little bit of texture to my wings. I was thinking of a woodland background, maybe something with a tree and some greenery. What do you think? A sucker for nice backgrounds. I know. You've said it once, and now I will always remember that. I was actually thinking about it earlier today. I was like, or yesterday. What should I do for a background? If Clara joins, she's sure gonna want a background. So I was thinking maybe something kind of blurry and not very, you know, well defined. Should it be some earthy tones to contrast with these brilliant colors. I love your architectural backgrounds too. Really nice. I can barely see the sketch that I made with a pencil, but it's a nice indication, just kind of where these lines go. Yeah, simple. I would say so. Put something down to build contrast so it makes them stand out more. Yeah, I'll put some earthy tones. Darker. I'm doing these lines interrupted on purpose. Sometimes you don't see all of the shadows, kind of like a dragonfly wing. It's so transparent. I was actually thinking, how can I add some highlights to this too? Then I meant to add some of the gel, some sort of gel mask pen, and then I forgot. But it's okay. So that there's no paint. Ooh, and now that the wings are made of acrylic, and I can definitely add some watercolor wash to give that transparency, because then it's not gonna come up because it's not watercolor. If the wings were watercolor, then I could just muddy them up. I'll see how it works. We can do that. It is a shame that he couldn't join. Maybe he'll catch up with it. Feels better. Alright, I like that. I like that look. It's interesting. Alright, let me get some watercolors then. Okay. Oh, you know what? I have these great. All right, Patty. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day and weekend, and you take care as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm really enjoying these the Peerless watercolors. So I'm gonna use some of these. There's some gray here. Ooh, had some sepia brown and some Bismarck brown. We can use these. And there's some yellows in here. Maybe. Or maybe some ochre. Yeah, it's something more muted. Excuse me. I need to drink. Robin said blue, mountain green. Let's do mountain green and hunter's green and olive green. Let's do that. And yeah, I think we'll just stick to those. Okay, cool. I'll catch up with you later, Patty. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate you. Okay. Alright, so I got some pearl gray here. And some other Jane gray. Let me just move this out of the way so you can see what I'm using. Soon I'll figure it out, Louis. I'll figure out how to get those multi-cameras. So that people can see everything. Gray and another gray. Oh, I don't need two grays. Bismarck brown and sepia brown. And then some of these greens. We'll figure them out. And then some yellow. Okay. Let me get the... Maybe I'll just use this brush, Derwent brush. Start with some this yellow ochre. Is it yellow ochre? Yeah. Looks greenish. All right. Oh, it's yellow. Let's get some green. I think I've used this color a lot. Can help me probably with the cameras. Yeah, I need to look into it. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out some camera situations as well. Oh, look at that. This is... On the paint, it's actually kind of water repellent. Interesting. But it still stays a little bit on there. Huh. What an interesting experiment. Oh, that's dark. Barely shows this the greens. Let's see what this green is all about. Ooh, this is darker. And bluer. Let's see if we can get some. Yeah, I need to go and revisit that ear over there. And get some brown somewhere. Or a tree trunk. Do you work in watercolor, Louis? Or just oil and graphite or charcoal? Or acrylic? Do you do acrylics? Or what's your favorite? I know you love oils. I think this olive green is the green that I've used the most. Olive green. Very nice. It's a warm green. Just oil. Watercolor will help your painting. Not really. I've tried oil one time before. I just played with oils one time. Let's just imagine I was a kid. But no, I have not tried oil since I'm a more professional artist. But I know I should. I definitely should try some oil soon. I think I'm gonna do the tree trunks afterwards. How about you, Clara? I know you like the oil pastels. Do you do oil painting? I think landscapes and such would be much easier to do in oils. Because they blend much better. Actually, even portraits. Much easier to blend. They're expensive and time consuming. I will try oils. Nowhere Lewis level though. Nobody is, Clara. He will tell you that nobody is at his level. Or nobody will ever be at his level. So don't even try. Right, Lewis? Damn right. Pretty sure I'll get oils in one of my boxes soon, and then It will be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Oil painting goals. I told you, nobody's at his level. You're driving. Oh, driving? Are you driving? Oil painting goals for sure. Yes. Alright, let's try to do little tree trunks or something that indicates some sort of it's kind of lost in the midst of it all. I want it to be subtle, but slightly visible. Subtle. Well, at least there is some sort of brown in here to make everything a little more earthy. You've never gotten oil paints from a subscription box? That is odd. Really? That's good to know. I'll have to buy some oils then. Alright, good to know. I mean, they're more expensive than, say, Liquitex Professional acrylics? It must have been a very long time since I bought oils. So the story is that I was, well, before I started painting and this kind of stuff, I just picked up some oil paints, I think, once, but they were like, maybe my mom sent them to me. I don't remember the story, but I had them. I just painted this, some sort of leaves. There were these, you know, fall leaves. Very thick paint. And that was pretty much it for the oil paints. And then one day I painted with acrylics. I painted this stool, and then my husband went to work and he showed his coworkers the stool, and somebody said, "Oh, that's really cool. Why don't you come in to our artisan market and you can sell this stuff?" So then for a while we were buying used, furniture from flea markets and yard sales and that kind of stuff, and I was refurbishing old furniture, and I was doing chairs, benches, or all sorts of drawers, stuff like that. And that's what I was doing for a while. And then for about a couple of years, a year or so. And then when we bought our house, I started painting the walls, moved on to another chapter of my life. And then somebody mentioned, "Oh, that's really cool. You should totally do this should paint other people's houses and stuff." So that's how I started with painting. But the first painting, it was probably an oil painting of some fall leaves, the kind that a child would paint, really thick, impasto. I think I might still have that, actually. But yeah, I've been tempted by oil paints. I just have so many other things, but maybe they're not more important. Is it hard to pick up? Harder than, say, acrylic paints or watercolors? Because I thought they were easier, considering they're easier to blend. But you do need a turpentine or whatever dilutant, and maybe that's why. Interesting. So I shouldn't hold my breath for subscription boxes. Good to know. Okay, I'll definitely give it a try. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and making conversation. It's nice. I like it a lot. Can be a catchy title like "Acrylic Painter Tries Oil Paints for the First Time." And the thumbnail would be like a mind-blowing explosion of the brain. Mind blown. That must have been loud. Cracks me up, Louis. It cracks me up. Your thumbnails are very cute. Not to mention your titles and your descriptions. All right. Am I out of water? No, still have water. I don't need turpentine. Might depend on the person. Well, for me, Oil pastels were very difficult. Walnut oil. Bob Ross paintings are oil paintings. Yes, oil paintings are more expensive. Like what? What would I... The oil paints? Yeah, my friend, when I told her that I got oil pastels in the pack, she said, "Oh, I'll give you some turpentine or walnut oil or whatever she mentioned she'll give me." And I said, "No, I can't, because I have to, the challenge is to do the artwork with just the materials in the box." I said, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I do like control though. This is a lot out of my control, and you see how I'm micromanaging everything. I want to do maybe some vines here, some vines of, with mossy vines. But yeah, I need the brush and I need control. The oil pastels were just, it's a skill that I need to learn, I suppose, to work more iconic style, or to convey something with minimal brush strokes and managing. I think I just used the whole thing of this olive green. That's a good color. I really love these Peerless watercolors. Have you tried them, Clara? They are very satisfying. But add something here. A little bit more color. Yeah, they are travel friendly. Let me see what it looks like. Wow, another thing I really gotta work on is the exposure. The white balance is just god-awful. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna post a picture of this on Instagram so you guys can see. It's much more colorful in real life, much more vibrant. Gotta ask some friends how to do the white balance on this camera, because it just looks really washed out, when in fact there's color in here. So thank you guys for joining me today. This was so much fun, and I'll see you guys around next Friday. We're gonna do something else. And let me know what you want to see. If you want me to do something in particular, let me know. Patty said an ice dragon. That might have to be a painting, like a video on its own, not a live stream, but we'll see. If there's something in particular you guys want to see, let me know. And I'll be posting this. I'll be finishing the flower and posting the whole thing on Instagram. I love you guys. Have a really nice weekend. And I'll see you next time, okay? I appreciate you. Bye. Love you. Mwah.
Baby, don't move. You gotta stand still.